The hunter threw a spear at the group of yaks, blocking their way and forcing the whole herd to change direction. While running, the yaks at the front signaled danger because there was a deep valley ahead of them, but the many yaks coming from behind couldn't stop in time and slipped, falling down into the valley. Some yaks sensed the danger and stopped immediately. Jack saw the yaks running straight toward him, but he couldn't hear his father shouting for him to move. By the time he realized it, he was standing right in front of the yak. The yak pushed him hard, knocking him to the ground. The yaks became even angrier at the people. The wounded yak came very close to Jack, and as it ran, Jack was dragged along with it. Seeing his son being pulled away, the chief grabbed a spear from the ground, aimed carefully, and threw it with all his strength. The spear struck the yak, and in fear, it ran straight toward the valley. Only then did the chief realize that Jack was also heading toward the valley with the yak. As they fell, Jack somehow managed to cling to a rock wall and hang on. The chief didn't give up and kept shouting, but suddenly the stone Jack was holding broke apart. Jack hit several rocky surfaces and finally fell onto a small ledge. When the chief saw his son was still alive, he immediately tried to climb down, but his companion stopped him. At that moment, he remembered his responsibility. The tribe's biggest task was to secure winter food. To protect his son from wolves, the chief sprinkled some medicinal powder on Jack, but soon, a wolf targeted him. Fortunately, Jack regained consciousness. Realizing he couldn't hear any voices nearby, he understood he would now have to find his own way. He carefully started climbing down. The rocky surface was slippery, and he barely managed to stop himself from falling. Suddenly, it began to rain. Jack noticed water rising quickly near his feet. He instantly understood this was his chance. He took a deep breath and jumped down with all his strength. He had no idea how much time had passed. When he regained consciousness, his leg was broken. Dragging himself forward, he reached the water. After drinking a little, he regained some strength and tried to pull his foot out of his shoe. Now he had only one challenge ahead of him: to stay alive.